Heyo everybody, Haku here with 19 Jump Week Part 1. Part 1 of 19 Jump Week will have "'Tis Time for Torture Princess" Chapter 102, Sakamoto Days Chapter 28, Candy Flurry Chapter 9, and Witch Watch Chapter 19. And then the second part, when I get to that, we'll have Don't Blush Sekime-san Chapter 21, Blue Box Chapter 10, ITLC Chapter 20, and 9 Dragons Ball Parade Chapter 18. So yeah, with that out of the way, I guess again, really no need for a long intro until I get caught back up, so let's go ahead and jump into one of my absolute favorite manga. Okay, to start with one of my overall favorites right now, it's "'Tis Time for Torture Princess" Chapter 102, and the thumbnail had an adorable image of torture. We have a winner, celebrating Tanabata when suddenly, first prize, 2 boxes of premium strawberries. And of course, Tanabata, also known as Star Festival. Those berries, a single one costs about 300 yen at the store. Oh my, I knew you could win, senpai. Way to go. And we have, gosh, I always forget the blacksmith girl's name. But, Sakura, and whoever the blacksmith girl is, with her. Jeez, it's on like the tip of my brain. You know what I mean? I love Sakura's shirt, the little Ansatsu shirt. I'll bring some with my lunch next time. So let's eat them together. Yay! I can't wait. Perhaps I'll use some in my next torture as well. Sounds great. It's sure to be a hit. Yeah, I don't know who you're torturing, but they're sure to love it. And I love how they just keep bringing that up with Sakura. Just constantly. Yeah, don't know who you're torturing. One can hope. So cute. The most precious and adorable smile in manga. And then she waves the other two off. I'm home. Ah, and we see just sort of the nightly routine of, why am I blinking on her name? It's going to be so obvious when I read it. But we see her chilling in the bath, brushing her teeth, getting some sleep, and then, bam, all of a sudden, it hits you, the anxiety. The princess is royalty, a strawberry that costs 300 yen. Maybe that's not so rare to her. If Torchan tries to use them in her torture, 300 yen. So what? 'Tis quite a lovely strawberry. I thought it would be quite delicious. And she gets disappointed. That's probably how it'll go. I can't let that happen. Okay, it's so early. What's up, Gilga? Okay, Gilga. Right. Does this mean you're in charge of torture today? No, I'm not. Princess, I came to say something of you. Maybe ask something of you, or say something to you. So ask something of you probably, because the next line is, I want you to submit to today's torture. What are you saying? Have you no shame? Wait, X. Let's hear her out first. I love Princess so much. Just the seriousness of that panel really got me. I see. Yes, that's true. Strawberries costing 300 yen each aren't so rare to me. But, Torchan, she only wants you to enjoy them. She's so excited. I don't want Torchan's happiness destroyed. I'm begging you. I refuse. And she's shocked. Torture is a battle I take very seriously. It's not something I can just give in to just out of the goodness of my heart. But, also, even if failing in her torture causes her to lose heart, torture is the type who will rise again to the occasion. When it comes to torture, she has people who will always go the extra mile for her. She has amazing friends at her side, it seems. This is just the best manga. I love this so much. Princess, 'tis time for torture. To be frank, I acquired some marvelous strawberries yesterday. Thus I decided I should use them for today's torture. However, simple premium strawberries, I'm sure to royalty such as yourself, would hardly be a suitable temptation for you to submit. As such, I have prepared a strawberry tart. I'll talk. A Grand Inquisitor always goes above and beyond. Great, now I can't wait to get to the next chapter too, because it also has an adorable Torchan face. Brilliant. I love this. I feel like we got a lot. We got cute moments with Princess, cute moments with Gilga, which is really rare. I also love just seeing her at home. That part was really great. And even cute stuff at the very beginning with the festival with Torture and Gilga and Sakura. So yeah, overall a really, 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 really great chapter to start us off with. But I guess that's it for Torture Princess, and let's move on to Sakamoto Days. Okay, chapter 28 of Sakamoto Days. And honestly, it feels like we might be moving towards the end of this arc. I'm not sure. It seems like most of the bad guys have been taken down. Heisuke is now shown up, with, of course, Pisuke. Sakamoto seems like he's got this guy handled, really. This guy that he's fighting, the butthole mouth guy, doesn't seem like a terrible threat, honestly, at this stage. But the issue to me, where I think maybe the arc isn't close to being over yet, is even if they rescue Lou and what's his name, Asakura, and everybody else, and they get this facility back on their side or whatever, Sakamoto wins his fight, of course. Even if all that is handled, we still have whoever X is, who might actually be here. I was expecting them to be somebody that we met much later, and that he was just calling the shots from afar, and this is just one of the many projects he has going on. But no, he might actually be here. So we might see more of him, and what's the guy's name? Shishido, and the chick that was with him. We might see more of them. So yeah, I'm a bit intrigued. I don't know where this is gonna go. But we're starting off with Heisuke and Pisuke showing up. Pisuke, look yo, an invisible guy. The world sure has some interesting folks. A sniper. What a pain. Heisuke, nice timing. Nice timing. And then he gasps. Nice timing. Awesome. Hero. Pisuke. As usual, your thoughts are complete gibberish. What are you doing? We came to rescue you. Right, he's a moron. What a weirdo. Whoever heard of a sniper who wants to stand out? As long as I know where he is, I can steer clear. You sure that's a good spot? And he aims again, and ricochets it around him. Ricochet shots. Nice, that was top notch. That's how I roll. It's like he's standing right in front of me. He starts to turn invisible, holding his wounded shoulder. He disappeared again. He can hide, but I can still hear where he is. You won't get away, yo. And he fires some more. Starts ricocheting and taking out the platforms as he runs across them. Where'd he go? Oh? And then he ends up behind him and goes for an attack. What? He's in plain sight. He's a sitting duck. And he gets hit. Huh? Oh. So he can also make things invisible then. Weird. Is that what happened? Yeah, because it looks like an invisible stick that he threw. And that's maybe his clothes wrapped around it? An invisible lead pipe. Did you think I have supernatural powers? This suit can make anything invisible. Okay, so we did just use part of the suit. It's not his own powers. Interesting. Okay then. And then he fires and nails him again. Another ricochet shot. You took my arm off. Give up, or your head's next. Heisuke, run. Just kidding. And his arm was invisible. Again, what an interesting way to fight. It's really, really creative. With just one arm. I don't get it. Why would you go to so much trouble for a friend? Friends are supposed to be fun. If they're nothing but trouble, you might as well cut them off. I've got to do something about his invisibility. Time for you third-rate assassins to go home. Wait, yo. My friends, call my sniping top-notch. So, I won't let them eat their words, yo. What a pain. Just die. Sheen. And he looks over to him. And it looks like Pisuke dropping a bullet for him. Jeez, that's so cool. He chambers it and fires immediately. Ricocheting around. Too bad. Good try shooting in the dark, though. Oh? He took something out then. Ah, the sprinklers. What did you... You take it from here. Sheen. I see you nice and clear. Crap. The water. And Sheen just starts demolishing him. If I can see you, it's in the bag. I can't move. My body hurts. I'm so tired. Boss tier, basement floor 2. Boss Seba defeated. Nice. You got the message for my thoughts. It was really hard figuring out that nonsense. For real? So good. And now we have a huge explosion. Yo, an explosion. Basement 5, underground freight passageway. It's begun. Just in case the likes of the Order find us here, I rigged the lab to explode to destroy any evidence. Such a waste. There goes all of our research. But it can't be helped. This place will be gone in 20 minutes. And so will your friends. 20 minutes. 5 should be plenty. And I guess next time we'll actually get into the Sakamoto fight. Unless we do more of the group escaping. I like this though. It was, for the most part, a good new Heisuke fight. But then we also got Sheen coming in to finish it off. So yeah, I really like it. I love giving the side characters this kind of attention and stuff. So yeah, Sakamoto Days just continuing to be great, as it always is. But yeah, gonna move on now to another really, really good action shonen, Candy Flurry. Time for Chapter 9 of Candy Flurry. I'm extremely excited because we have Popcorn Bakugo versus Tsumugi now. I'm interested to see just where this arc goes. I like the setup for it. There's still more to come. And what's going to happen if she uses her powers? Are they going to be like, okay, we get it, you're not the one that destroyed Tokyo, and they're going to let her join their ranks and work her way up the ranks as a sweets user? I don't want this to be like the last appearance of the popcorn guy. I kind of like his design and character. I hope he sticks around too. But either way, Candy Flurry, Chapter 9, Counterattack with a Home Run. And this is an adorable frontispiece. So cute. Love it. You're the real loser. Huh? You mean a loser like that guy? Compared to him, how am I a loser? Your personality, not to mention your face and fashion, is loser quality. But we weren't even talking about my face or fashion just now. I love how she literally just destroyed him. Oh my god, he just got all caught up in his feelings for a moment. I've never seen just like, it's just so commonplace in manga and comics and stuff for like the good guy and bad guy to like trash talk back and forth or something. But I've never seen somebody just like immediately be like, damn, we weren't talking about my looks. Like, I love this, just this moment of introspection and sadness. Huh? What are you talking about? Just look at your clothes. That skull on your tank top has the same hairstyle as you. Did you make that yourself? Huh? These aren't actually clothes that I chose to wear. It's just that everything else is in the wash. And that chain around your neck. Huh? What's up with that? Why should I explain myself to you? Just die! And he throws a kernel. Jeez, this is so good. That's what you get. And then a bunch of attacks are coming from in the smoke. Because she batted it back. And we see a lollipop. So cool. I love this series so much. The cameras are down and no one's watching, so I'm gonna beat you down. He starts laughing. You're a lollipop user. Why is he laughing? That's some bad luck you have there, getting blamed for destroying Tokyo. How'd you know about that? How? Why should I tell you? You called me a loser. That really hit a nerve. Besides, you're a bigger loser for having a lollipop as a weapon. How can you diss anyone while wearing that shirt? And he covers up. This poor guy. This poor man. Besides, popcorn is no different. Popcorn doesn't even taste like anything. What? It's caramel or salt or other stuff that gives it its flavor. Huh? Popcorn is great because you can choose the flavor. I guess that's true. I guess that's true. I love this. This is the best manga banter back and forth between people during a fight I think I've ever seen. I guess that's true. Lollipops only look pretty. Presentation is important. This is going nowhere. I have nothing else to say to you. Let's end this and see whose treat is the best. Fine by me. I'm going to win and make you tell me what you know. Grah! He's throwing it like a pitcher. She just nails it back. And they keep doing the same. Take this. A change-up. And it explodes toward the base of her lollipop. Die. Game over. She blocks. Delicious to eat, and a blast when thrown. I rest my case. Don't you see now? Popcorn is... Sorry, hold up. The page just jumped on me. Wait. What on earth? Die. Game over. Delicious to eat and a blast when thrown. I rest my case. Don't you see now? Popcorn is the better. It's not over yet. She stances up. I don't have many options. Do you think you can keep hitting my kernels back at me? How pathetic and desperate. Huh? She's not hitting it back. Is she going for a bunt? No, that's not it. Ah? And what the hell? Did she extendo stab him? Wait a sec. So even the stick is like controllable like that. The stick extends. That's not even the candy part. I thought this was a battle to see which treat is better. The stick is also part of a lollipop. Now, that's debatable. And he falls. This was one of my favorite fights that I've read in a long time. Oh my god, that is, I think, legitimately the best banter between, like, characters during a fight I've ever seen in manga. That was amazing. And yeah, I really hope he sticks around. That was so funny. That was so good. For, like, when they're working together as Reset to fight the bad guys or whatever. That was so fun. That was so good. Okay, well, that was incredibly good. So, I guess that's it for Candy Flurry, though. Let's go ahead and move on to Witch Watch Chapter 19. Okay, finishing off Part 1 of 19 Jump Week with 19 Witch Watch. This one's titled Dear Kata, I just noticed. Kata, I think, is one of my early favorite characters who we really haven't seen much of since then. So, this could be really fun. Oops, just realized. Hold up a second. Well, you'll get to see a little bit of how the sausage is made here. I forgot to switch out the little image I use when talking about each series. Let me switch that over to Witch Watch. Yeah, that look good? Okay. Yeah, whoops, forgot to do that. I think I forgot to do that in a previous video once for one series. But yeah, Dear Kata, I'm excited. I want more of her. So, we have this really nice color frontispiece. Not sure about the outfit, though. I don't know. Looks a little odd from that just cropping. But yeah, let's see what we get. So, I think you can guess what I need help with. And it's a pile of shredded paper. I need to put a shredded document back together. What? Something really important was in it. Our shredder's one of those extra secure cross-cut ones, so it got chopped up into confetti. You have a spell for stuff like this, right? What was it called again? Witch rehabilitation? It's witch recovery. I know. You don't have to tell me. There's a cost. This is my favorite dress. It was super expensive, too. Kata, this is really hard for me to say, but witch recovery needs all the pieces of the object to be together or it won't work. This was shredded into tiny bits and mixed up with a lot of other paper. It'll be really hard to pull this off. You might need 100 of those dresses for it to work. What? I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No, it's okay. I'm sorry I asked you to come all the way to my place. What is this document anyway? If it's so important, how could you accidentally put it through a shredder? I mean, You could always just have to play puzzle with it. Um, it it was a letter to me. My mom wrote it to me before she passed away from her illness last year. My dad put it in the shredder. Dad, what are you reading? No, this is, wait. Huh? Isn't that Mom's handwriting? Wait, is it for me? No, this is, we have Miss Kata Minami. Hold on, did Mom write a letter to me before she died? If it's for me, how come you're reading it? Let me see it. No, you can't. You're not allowed to read this. And he throws it in the shredder. I'm sorry, I really am, but how could you do that? Okay, here's the thing though. I think he probably had his reasons. I think he was maybe supposed to do that. Or like, I feel like he had a reason. Maybe she shouldn't read this. I haven't spoken to him since. There must have been something written in that letter he didn't want you to know, says Moi. Still, that was really mean of him to throw away a letter meant for you. Okay, Kata, let's do this. I'm going to use my magic to repair your letter so you can read what was in it. Huh? But didn't you just say it'd be too hard as is? Nico, what are you doing? She's playing puzzle with it. I'm picking out the bits that are from your letter. Are you serious? Are you really going to sort it all? Yeah, the letter paper has faint green tint to it. If you look really, really closely, it's not impossible to pick out the bits. That's not a lot to go on. Let me help. No, you don't have to do that. It's way too tedious. I mean, if you all work together, it's probably not as bad. I guess you didn't know, Kata. Know what? When I was in 4th grade, I built a replica of Osaka Castle out of toothpicks. No, I did not know that you were that ridiculously patient. Freaking Moe is so good. Sorry, I just can't get over, like, the way he's, I guess you don't know, Kata. As if, like, she would just know. You do so much for me all the time, Kata. When you asked me about this, I was really happy because I finally got to help you in return. If I don't have to use magic and can help you just by putting in the effort, then I'm even happier. Nico, and she runs over and hugs her, and then starts helping. You know, this is actually kind of fun. Yeah, it makes you concentrate more than you'd think. Don't sit there and chat, keep your hands moving, says Moi. If I'm being honest, I have an idea what was in that letter. Oh? My parents were trying to keep it a secret, but I figured it out. See, I'm not actually related to my dad. When I was in my first year of middle school, I stayed the night at a relative's house and I overheard them talking. They said I was a child from a previous relationship, that I wasn't that I wasn't as fond of my dad as they'd hoped, and it made things harder, and that they were trying to keep it under wraps until I was older. Yeah, I was shocked, but I know they did it because they thought I'd be happier not knowing, so I decided to play along and pretend I didn't know. Besides, I didn't really care if we aren't related by blood. I'm not interested in finding out who my real dad is either. To me, my dad's the dad who's raised me for as long as I can remember. But I'd think that's something that'd worry your father. With your mother gone, I wouldn't be surprised if he was afraid that you wouldn't see him as family anymore. I know, but I've accepted it already. My dad is my real dad to me, now and forever. And then we have a sneeze from Khan. I just got done sorting that pile. Khan, what are you doing? You're trash. You should know how to handle paper trash better than that. Shut up. Did you have to bring a pain-in-the-butt job like this back with you? Man, now I really want some tonkatsu pork cutlets. Me too, says Nico. I bet you two are starting to see the paper shreds as the shredded cabbage that comes with tonkatsu. Here, piping hot tonkatsu. Yummy. Get back to work as soon as you're done eating, understand? Sheesh. And we have Kata still working. And so, sorting done. Yay! Phew, I feel like I could go panning for gold just fine now. I have no idea what you mean, but good job anyway. Thanks for this. Seriously, I mean, you did all that tedious crap just for me, says Kata. Nah, it was nothing. I just couldn't make myself turn a blind eye, you know? Yeah, the power of friendship is real. It gives me lots of strength. Just so you know, the division of labor ended up something like this. And I love, we have 60%, Moi and 20% each of the other two. And I love that even though this was Nico's thing, she ended up doing just as much as Khan, who doesn't even really care, and much less than Moi. Let's hurry up and get this put back together. Kata, do you have your dress? Right. Which recovery? Yes, it worked. There are some missing bits here and there, but it's plenty legible. A letter from my mom. Go on and read it, Kata. Right. Dear Kata, I'm sorry, but it looks like my condition isn't going to get better. It's sad, but I've accepted my fate. I think before long I'm going to have to leave you. I want things to be like they always were between us. Until then, so I'm writing this letter. There's something very important I have to tell you. You're your father's child from an earlier relationship. Oh, geez, I'm trying not to tear up. So she got it backwards. He was her biological dad, and she wasn't her biological mother. Dad's... What? I was told that your birth mother left before Dad could marry her. He did his best to raise you on his own. It was only later that the two of you met me. For real? Then Dad is my real dad? And the one I'm not blood related to is your mother. Kata! And he busts in. Dad, that letter, how... We put it back together. You were against telling Kata from the start. That's why her mother had to write a letter, right? She was probably the one who felt guiltiest about the lie, since she wasn't actually related to Kata by blood. That letter is between Kata and her mother. It wasn't right for you to impose your feelings on them. That letter came in the mail not long after Miyuki passed. I realized what it had to be, and I hid it from you. Miyuki had already left you physically, and if you found out that she wasn't your real mom, I was afraid that you'd think you never had a mother at all. The two of you were really so similar, and I knew that you took a lot of pride in how much you resembled her. That's why. Dad, don't be stupid. It doesn't matter to me if I'm not blood related to both or neither of you. Nothing would change. No, that's the kind of person you are. I was wrong. Forgive me, Kata. I'm sorry, Miyuki. Kata, why don't you read the rest of the letter? I hope you'll forgive our selfish little lie. We thought it best for the family to keep it a secret while you were still young, but you've grown up already. This is earlier than we'd planned, but I feel you deserve to hear the truth from me. Trying not to get emotional. Still remember the day all three of us first came together, Dad gently tugging you along by your hand. I don't think I could ever forget. You'd only just turned 3, you didn't like listening to Dad at all, and you're always causing him so many problems. You smiled at me, showing me the ladybug you'd caught. You were just like I was at your age. I knew then we'd get along just fine, and that made me glad. I was overjoyed that I'd get to have someone like you for a daughter. Geez, try not to tear up. The time we got to spend together as a family was like a dream come true for me. We laughed, we cried, and we even argued sometimes. But I was happier than any one person had a right to be. Geez, I'm glad I met your father. I'm glad that you became my daughter. Thank you. I wish I could have watched you grow up for longer, but I'm sure you'll be okay. You have a good head on your shoulders, just like I did. Instead, I'll just have to watch over you from heaven. To my precious daughter, from your mother, with love. Jeez. Okay, I made it through. I mean, I teared up a lot, but I didn't cry. Okay. And I love this panel on the next page of the three of them walking with the sunset. It's so good looking. Hey, doesn't that cloud look like a fish? I know. Why don't we get some taiyaki on the way home? What do you think, Nico? Says Moi. If I try to talk, I'll cry. And then they all get quiet. Moi, I have an idea. If you want, I'm not going to try to stop you anymore. There. If my magic can really fix problems, I bet there are more people out there who could use my help. It'll help me train too, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone. My poster even turned out perfectly too. You mean my poster. I drew it. Witch counselor, are you struggling with problems all by yourself? We'll help you solve them. Come talk to Nico Wakatsuki, Class 1-3. Confidentiality guaranteed. I'll use my magic to fix it. Problems you feel you can't talk to others about. Problems that you can't solve on your own. That was so good. That was really, really good. I got really, really, really emotional from it. One of the best chapters so far in terms of serious storytelling, but even in the first part of it, the comedy was so, so good. This is something I mentioned last chapter with the comedy being really good, the just nice, feelsy, kind-hearted, slice-of-life stuff being really good. And one thing I love at the end, though, and it's something that I've brought up every few chapters when we get significant development in it, is how we just keep bringing up again and again this development from Nico as a main character, really, as just her finding ways to be just this kind, nice person and to help others. And I love that this is her next step in seeing how she helped Kata and deciding, you know, I want to do this more. I want to help others more, and making this poster. So, yeah, brilliant. I really, really, really love Witch Watch. So yeah, again, I think Jump has another good one on their hands that hopefully they give plenty of time to. Yeah, man, it's just hard to keep talking after like an emotional chapter of something. It's happened so many times in the past where like I read something like really, really sad or something that gets me to cry or anything, and I'm just like, once I do that, it's like it's really hard to discuss afterward. But yeah, I guess that is it. So thank you very, 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 very much for watching, and I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters or my thoughts and reaction. If you want to discuss much more about them, I am totally all in for that. If you want, subscribe, follow on Twitter. If you want a link to the Discord, ask. It's free and open for anyone. Just ask. I can give you a link to it. And if you would like to help support the channel on Patreon to help me keep making videos, it is patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.